Hey everybody, I'm back again with another stump grinder video. However, this time we're going to start with a little bit of maintenance because the last video you saw me stump grinding over at that church, I chipped some teeth. Yep, that's right. So a few of these leading edge teeth have gotten some damage. So I don't have any extra teeth at this point, but one of you guys, one of the viewers of my previous video, put in the comments section that he has the same stump grinder, and what he does when these start to wear out, these leading edge ones, these angled ones and these straight down ones, is that he will swap them with one that's up here further. So we're going to do that on a few of these. I'm going to show you one of them, and then we'll grind the stump. I have a ash tree stump right here on my property. We had this ash tree taken down earlier this summer. Had a terrible windstorm, and I would say well over half of the limbs blew out of it, so it was gonna more than likely die. And it was, you'll see it when we go there, it was between our house and our neighbor's house, and there isn't a lot of room. It was hanging over my roof, it was hanging over his roof, so it was just as well that it came out. So Mother Nature just kind of nudged us, if you will. So anyway, we'll do a little bit of work here, and then get these all lined out, and then I'll have to get some ordered to start replacing as these get too bad. But stick with us, and we'll replace one of these, and you guys can watch me do it. So hopefully this is visible on the video, but you can see, you know, how these normally have this hardened edge. Well, this one is totally missing it. It's chipped off completely on this one corner. So we're going to take this one off and swap it with this one because it's in great shape and they're right next to each other. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is lock the PTO so this won't move on us. And I'll show you how I do that. Okay, right here on the left side of the chair is this yellow lever. And then this one will tell you which PTO is your PTO selector, basically. So this one's rear only. This one's the mid, and rear is just the mid. Okay, so it's pulled back to just the mid. So if I put it in either one of these two, it will engage that PTO. So then now that wheel won't turn. See that? It just turns a little bit. So if I have just on the mid mount, this will spin freely, which is nice for getting around to the side that I want to work with. But right now when I'm going to be wrenching on it, I kind of want that to be locked up. Okay, right here's our problem child. So on the back side, Woodland Mills includes this wrench specifically for getting into these, but it'll fit on any of these. So I'm going to utilize it for this because I think I do have a 24 millimeter. We'll see how easy this one comes off, and if it also is for properly torquing these. See how it's got the socket end on it? So you use a torque wrench to properly torque these to the specifications. But I'm going to use it to break this loose. We'll see. Maybe not. We'll see. It's going to spin on me. Looks like I'm going to have to put something up in a board up in here to lock it. So stick around. Okay, so I got a little piece of just a chunk of 2x4 to jam in between here and there. And then I went ahead and got a 1/2-inch ratchet to put on here to get some leverage. And now I've gotten it broke loose, so I won't need the ratchet anymore. But yeah, that's all there is to it. And then you can see here, look at me here. Okay, thank you. You can see what that's been chipped right off. Should be replaced, but I don't have one. So we're gonna just move it up to the inside one. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna take out that other one. Okay, so here's the one from up above. All that hardened edge is intact. So we'll put that one where the other one used to be. And there is a little indentation to accept this area here, this collar. So we'll stick it in there, facing the proper way, all the way in there, like so. And then we're to get her tightened up here. This guy right here. Okay, so I got my torque wrench now, and it's set to 160 foot-pounds. And you're supposed to put it 90 degrees like this, not straight out, because you'll get more leverage that way. You go straight out. So we'll put it on like this, I guess. And we'll torque it up. Oh, yeah. Need to move my flywheel holder over to the other side. There we go. 160 on that guy. Not the easiest thing to do. It'd be easier with two people. And I'll just torque that other one that we replaced also. Okay, yeah, here's the stump. A pretty good sized stump. And between our house and the neighbor's house, this tree went straight up here, hung over the roof here, hung over their roof over there. So, just well that it went. You can see on the blue markings here, that's from my locate. A couple OKs, and then back here, this is the power going to the house. So we won't go that far out with the grinding. So the plan is to start shaving on this side here and go as far as I can, because you only have so much space between the back wheels and the leading edge of the grinder. So I'll shave off that end as much as I can. Then I'll turn the tractor and face this direction, and then start over here and shave that direction. Hope that makes sense. But I'll try to get some good shots of what's going on while I'm doing this. So stick with us, and we'll get her going. As soon as I got up there, I realized I was on the wrong side. I need to start on this side, not the other side. So we'll readjust some things and get her going. A leaf blower is a handy tool so you can see where you're at. Well, that's what's left of that stump. So what were the main differences? What were the main difference between stump the other day and this stump today? Well, for one, well, there were a dozen stumps the other day, but I only filmed a couple of them. So those were pine, which is a softwood, and much smaller. This one took a lot more time, took a lot more effort, took more planning to kind of cut that one edge off so that I could reach all the way to the back of the stump. And even then, there were times where I was driving up on top of the stump with the rear tires, because there's only so much difference between distance between the rear tires and where that cutting edge begins. And then you have roots that go down and out away from the stump. You want to get those as well. So it definitely took some work, took some time. Well over an hour of grinding on this one, but it's done now. So that stump was, I believe it was like 40 inches, 40 or 40 plus, right? So I mean, if you count in the roots, it was all at 50 inches, right? So if I were to hire the local tree guy who grinds stumps, right? If I were to hire him to do it, then he charges, from what I've heard from other people, he charges $4 an inch. So, you know, you're talking pretty good chunk of change for him to come grind that one stump. What is that? For $200, right? Yeah, $200 for that one stump. So every time that I use my tractor in this Woodland Mills stump grinder, I'm saving that amount of money. So it's a pretty good deal. So I would say just in this year so far, I've pretty much saved or made enough money to basically pay that thing off. So that's pretty impressive. You know, a lot of things it takes years to pay them off or have it be worth having it for what you paid for it. So, because I've done a lot of stumps and it's saved me a lot of money. So, if you have any questions, use the comments down below. If you have any comments down below, go ahead and click that like and subscribe if you want more content like this. My last video I had the most amount of views, the most amount of likes, the most amount of subscribers from that one video, which I thank you all very much for that. That's awesome. Really appreciate it. So go ahead, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. That'd be awesome. It'd really help me out. I'm working towards, you know, some goals for subscribers. So if you like this type of stuff, it doesn't cost anything, go ahead and subscribe. And then ring the notification bell, and then you'll be notified when I put on a new video. I'm not really consistent on which day I put it out because I have a strange work schedule. So it'd be best to ring the bell. Then you know when I'm posting a video. So thanks again, everybody, and be safe, brothers and sisters.